it's never too late to pivot. Hi, Ferris here, and welcome to another quick take. Søren Kierkegaard once said, "Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards." Yearly reflections are critical in the function of our business and life. Let's reflect on this past year. It hasn't been the happiest of years. The pandemic was over, then it wasn't. The birth of what could be World War III, soaring inflation, the Fed jacked up interest rates, recession doom and gloom, housing market down, Bitcoin more than half its value a year ago. If that wasn't enough, at work, we're living through the lingering effects of the Great Resignation, quiet quitting, and layoffs, including big tech for the first time in years. But there were positives. The job market is still hot in many areas. And despite some quarterly fluctuations, VC funding hit record highs earlier this year. And VCs seem to have ample cash reserves that are maintained in the event of economic stress, so they can continue investing. Hybrid work models are here to stay, allowing most professionals greater flexibility without lost productivity, and freeing them to live far from the office, some residing in other states or countries. There are growing opportunities and promising developments in a number of sectors, including energy and sustainability, automation, travel and hospitality, and many service sectors. And though we saw record droughts, fires, storms, flooding, we also saw the indomitable spirit of people coming together to work through difficulties, except maybe in Washington and Twitter. But regardless of what the future has in store, you have agency. Psychologist and Auschwitz survivor Viktor Frankl wrote, "Between stimulus and response, there's a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom." The late Stephen Covey called this a responsibility, a gap between the stimulus and response no other animal has. Because life will continue. Things will happen beyond our control, both in the business world and in our personal lives. Having resiliency and focusing on where you have control and influence is key. If the door of opportunity in your vertical opens up, move forward, take that leap. If your vertical is hit hard in this economy, it's never too late to pivot. Leverage your resources, assets, and skills to develop something new and different. And before we wrap up this quick take, remember to give back. As we reflect on this past year, be aware of the fact that our economic inequality is not getting better, and our middle class is shrinking. There are segments of the population who lack opportunities through no fault of their own. Lend a hand, be a big brother or big sister to someone, and help them realize their dreams as you're working hard to realize your own. If you're enjoying these quick takes and our Startup with Ferris video series, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a question or a comment on your end of year reflections.